Hey there, paper geeks and glitter nerds. This is Senna, and this is an Easel card for you. It's a birthday card, but you could also make it in these trying times as a I miss you card or hope to see you soon card. It's pretty straightforward. You take some color cardstock in green and cut the stems of all these flowers with your lawn fawn dies, and then you take whatever color you want for the flowers and cut them out. Cut the pot in brown. I actually don't think I did any distressing on any of these pieces. I had to get this card done in quite fast. So I have matched the colors to the pattern paper I've chosen for the card, and I did contemplate making a bigger sentiment using the lawn fawn dies that you see to the side here, but I decided against it at the end. So now I'm arranging my flowers. This was made in the spring, so I picked the tulip as my flower, but the daisy or whatever you will characterize it as would do fine as well. Now I'm just gonna fiddle around with these flowers for a while, and I'll be back when there's something that I can actually explain to you, the logic behind. Now the plants are potted, and I'm picking out my my paper here. This is for the card base, this green, and I don't have a brand for you on this one. You just have to pick one that fits with your pattern paper, I guess. I made the card 15 by 15 centimeters, and I folded it in half, and that part I'm gonna fold in half too. I'm gonna use the track on my paper trimmer to make the score line before folding it, and now I have the mechanism done. These terms are really eluding me today. Now I'm measuring out the pattern paper pieces I'm gonna need. I'm gonna make a little side note here. I don't know if you would be interested in the actual sizes of this on this card. Unfortunately, I can't measure it because I've already given it away, but I can make a new one if you're interested. So write a comment below if that's something I should do. There are lots of videos out there on making these, so I'm not gonna teach you anything you couldn't find somewhere else. I promise you that. But I'll make it if you want. Now you see I use my paper trimmer to keep the card down while I'm gluing on these pieces to get them straight. I do apologize about the lighting changing. I have to figure out why my camera is doing that. Here I'm bringing in some nesting circle dies. You can use any brand you want and any color. Again, if you want a different color scheme, that is totally up to you. I was making this one for a double birthday, male and female, so I figured that pinks and purples wouldn't be appropriate. These yellows, greens and blues are perfect in my opinion for a mixed sex card. Now at this point I figured something was missing. I needed some interest to my card, so I'm gonna splatter this piece here with some distress ink, and this is the only ink I have been able to actually guess from the video because I forgot to write down which ones I used, and this one is Fossilized Amber. Unfortunately the other cubes don't make it onto the screen, so I can't tell you what the other colors will be. But I did make an estimated guess. I am pretty sure one will be Mermaid Lagoon and the other will be Mowed Lawn, but it could also be Salty Ocean and Lucky Clover, and or for that matter. I'm fairly certain about the Mermaid Lagoon. I think this blue is not blue, it's green. This blue is too saturated to be salty ocean, but I could be mistaken. And the green one, it's a hard guess, but I'm pretty certain it's mowed lawn, but it could be Lucky Clover. I'd check my drawer to see which colors I actually own to try and determine what I did. But some splatters on the white background, and then I should be ready to assemble the card. It's funny how splatters can actually give that much interest to a card. Now that I've assembled the top of the card, I'm gonna put in a, let's call it a stopper, for the card to rest on when it's propped up. And I figured I would use a word die. This one says congratulations in Danish. I'm gonna cut it out both from white and yellow, because the yellow one that matched is actually very thin. So I am loading this up with glue before I have to cut it. Here I'm just pressing down the little dots that are created with the die. I don't like those. It's one of my big problems with intricate dies. It's those little dots that come from the... And of course I love that I am able to pop the die cut out of the die, but those little marks can be so annoying. It's the weirdest things, isn't it, that can annoy a person. And I'm sorry if you can hear someone in the background. That's my boyfriend yelling at his guild. He is playing World of Warcraft. Now I just have to decide on how far back to put this piece. And I did decide to put a white mat underneath so I could write my message for the birthday couple. And I think putting a big white mat like this and then parting it with this congratulations was a very nice move. Now the stopper just needs a bit of dimension, and then we're all done for today. And here we are. I don't have many pictures of this card, and especially not many good ones, but this is the one you'll get. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll be having a good day, evening or night.